Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up trans rights. Elon Musk says Tesla is in trouble because of trans people? We collectively laugh. Ha ha. Elon Musk and his right-wing allies are using recent Tesla protests to amplify anti-trans rhetoric, drawing backlash from LGBTQ advocates. Protests have erupted at Tesla dealerships across the U.S. and around the world in response to Musk's controversial actions. While most protests were peaceful, isolated incidents of vandalism occurred in Las Vegas and Kansas City, with Tesla vehicles reportedly set on fire. The FBI confirmed it's working with local authorities to investigate the incidents. Instead of addressing valid concerns, Musk posted unverified claims from a right-wing source accusing trans and non-binary people of being disproportionately involved in the Tesla vandalism. Quoting a user named Insurrectionist Barbie, he claimed, quote, 3 out of 4 arrested for vandalizing Teslas are transgender or non-binary, end quote, and suggested hormones cause extreme emotional volatility. The baseless assertion drew sharp criticism. GLAAD condemned Musk's misinformation, highlighting the harm caused by anti-trans fear-mongering. Oh, Lord, let me take a breath with this, okay? Elon Musk, you are an idiot, okay? Let's start with that, all right? Tesla's in trouble because of less than 1.6% of our population. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, that is ridiculous. It has nothing to do with the fact that you were not voted into office, but yet you're making decisions for the American people. Maybe that's a reason why people are vandalizing your vehicles, and your stock has gone down so bad. I mean, I've got friends who had to get rid of their Teslas, right? And I say had very loosely, okay? Because as gay people, you should not be having a Tesla. If you're gay and you're out there and you have a Tesla and you're being vandalized, get rid of the Tesla. Get rid of the Tesla. You know?
It's not that easy.
Well, okay.
I have a Tesla.
Oh, well then.
Okay.
Okay, well then get rid of the Tesla.
It's not that easy. And this is what I'm going to say. As a person who owns businesses as well, I don't agree with Musk. I don't agree with anything he says. I don't agree with his policies. I don't agree with how he's handling things. But there's also no room for violence, and there's no room to, if someone vandalized my car, okay, yes, I drive a Tesla, but that doesn't mean I agree with Musk. I got the car before Musk even did his thing. I'm in a lease that I can't get out of. You don't know my tribulations. So I don't agree with the violence in that. It's not so easy. It's not so black and white. What's black and white is that he is saying hateful rhetoric. That's hurting us. Absolutely. We have the right to protest. We have the right to stop buying his cars. We have the right to sell off our stocks. We don't have the right for violence. I'm sorry.
Okay,
and you don't have, and you can't, and don't come for my car because you don't know what my troubles are as well. Have a conversation with me.
Okay. Isn't it mostly like cars in the shop and at the dealership? I don't know. I haven't seen many stories where like they're actually personalized.
There are people have had their cars personalized.
Listen, people have been. Yes. People. There's videos of it. You know, the Teslas have that side video. So it really it can take a video of anybody walking by the Tesla.
Correct.
So there's tons of videos of it, okay? The reality is that you don't know what the person went through, right? And there's actually stickers now to help people so their cars don't get vandalized, right?
It's true.
There's a sticker that you put in the back of your car that says, I bought this before Elon went crazy.
Agreed. It's great.
Okay? And it's worked for people, you know, because it's true. You don't know what the owner has been through, you know, but you can also deny to get into it, right? I had an Uber driver come up to me with a Tesla and I was like, no, thank you. Cancel ride. My own personal preference to do that.
Agreed.
He is blaming, you know, a part of our community that is already a target of so much.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And also like feeding that rhetoric, you know, of people that have the misinformation from day one.
I mean, that rhetoric of saying that us transgender people are dangerous, like that comes from so long ago. Like that's old fashioned. Like, come on.
Played out.
It's definitely his hate of his trans daughter who constantly is speaking out so very well. So well spoken. Yeah. And I think this is just another way for him to try to dig back, but looking miserable the entire time. It doesn't work. Sorry.
100%.
No accountability on his end. Doesn't understand that his own actions are causing this and nobody else's, and he has to blame somebody else.
Yeah, it's redirecting everything. Yeah. They're never going to take responsibility for anything that they're doing. He's never going to say that he's done anything negative to affect us, even with his own stock.
And look, I understand the first brick was thrown speech and change, and we had people sitting on buses and people getting shot with water cannons. I get all that, and I do understand that we need to stand up to the hate that's happening, because it's affecting all of us. It just doesn't affect LGBTQ people. It affects their friends and their family. But we need to do it in a smart way. And I don't have the answer, but I do think that before you raise up that spray paint can or that brick or whatever, at least think first and exhaust all other options.
Oh my God, yeah. But I honestly think that our people think further than that. Just to go and vandalize a place. I mean, the story was about Elon blaming trans people for.
I understand that, but it does talk about the vandalism.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, mainstream media does hook onto certain things. And so I think as us, as a community, and a community meaning your friends, your family and everything, I think you need to sit down and have those conversations with them. Because like I said, I am a Tesla owner and I have friends who are Tesla owners, and I've had this conversation online because I'm part of all these car groups and everything. And there are people that have the money to be able to get out of their cars, and there's people that don't. Same with Uber drivers. I had this conversation with somebody recently. They're like, well, I'm going to deny it. I'm like, that's great, but that's not hurting Elon. That's hurting the person driving.
100%.
So you have to think about that person who's now driving Uber because he can't get a job, or that's the only job that they can get. So now you just canceled their thing. So there is some trickle down effects. And like I said, there's no easy answers here. It's not black and white. And I just want people to realize that it's not black and white. There are full spectrum here that we need to talk about and have those conversations. And I want people to have the conversations. And I think that's the problem, is some people aren't. They're just blatant.
Tough conversations that definitely need to be had. Yes. So that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ story.